Hello everyone, I am here today with a review of the LEGO Hero Factory Brain Attack set, Bruizer. This set is set number 44005. Its recommended ages is 7 to 14, and it contains 62 pieces. So let's start out with the instruction manual. It does have a picture of our figure on the front, and as we flip through it, we can see that we have a nice little comic here. And then they actually redid this whole front telling you how to separate the bags, even though it's very self-explanatory. And then you can get advertisements in the back and stuff like that. I also wanted to point out that the set includes a hero core, and it includes your code on the back, and you can go online and use that code to get some game points. That's actually a pretty decent game, so yeah, that's just a bonus to buying the set. Let's take a look at our bag here. We just have pictures of Bruizer, and then on our back, the most interesting thing right here is our combiner model. Right there. Let's focus that in. There we go. That's our combiner model between Bulk and Bruizer. It actually looks really decent. A lot better than the Breakout Wave 2 combiner models. And then here's a picture of Bruizer, and then we have an advertisement for Bulk. Moving on to the figure himself. There are some things that I really like about this figure that I really don't. First, let us start out with these rock pieces on his shoulder, because that is probably the highlight for the set for anyone who is looking for really awesome pieces. So these rocks are very textured, and then it just has the two lightsaber-sized pinholes in which you will place in a piece of armor. Also, these translucent orange armor pieces are now in this new color, new length. Same color as the ones from Fangs in 3.0, and those were really popular pieces. I think we may have seen them in 2.0s as well. But now they're in the shortest length, which is really good for mock makers. For Bruiser's head, it's actually designed very interestingly, so that when you take off his mask, you have the eyes that are still left there, but it's on a gigantic scorpion snake brain thingy with spikes coming out of his head. And what the heads actually look like are these little cyborg looking heads right here. And then you're going to take this, which is the rubber spider and has plastic on the inside. Going to insert that into the top. And then take this. And he actually has no eyes in the mask himself. But when you put it in, the snake's eyes become his eyes. So that's pretty cool. Quick look at the legs. Not that much. Okay, now this, if you want him to look different, you can plug that in there. That's what some people will do. I don't know if it's really, you know, the best feature. But if, you know, some people don't like how this thing is going to be sticking up, they can always plug that into the back. Okay, the main feature of this set, one that I'm not a huge fan of, but I think is going to be really, really good for younger kids who are into having their Hero Factory models, you know, fight each other and shoot their flick fire missiles or bullets or what have you. This actually doesn't have flick fire missiles, and it has a very innovative play feature that I don't think a lot of older kids are going to like, but it's going to be appreciated by the younger crowd. We have this Technic piece going along the entire length of his arm, so his arm cannot bend anywhere, has no flexibility. But what you can do is you can take this mess on the back, and you can push that down, propelling his arm forward like that. So he can wave like, yo, what's up? Or start bashing stuff. And again, not really a huge fan of the play feature, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because I do buy Hero Factory sets mainly for the parts, not the playability. So it's kind of nice that they're putting something in there for anyone who does want to play with the set. Alright, so I think that's really all there is to the set. The only other thing I wanted to point out is that his fist right here, that's in a new color. In Stormer 3.0, we had it in silver. In Rocket 3.0, we had it in gold. And in Core Hunter, we've had it in black. But this is now just a very plain dark gray. So, yeah, I mean, if that's a piece you really want, this is the set to get it. Okay, so, as we move on to our ratings, I think I'm going to separate this into 3 categories, okay? I'm going to separate it into people who want it for pieces, people who want it for playability, and I'm going to rate it as an overall set. So for the people who want it for pieces, this set gets a 10 out of 10. You're getting these really awesome rock pieces that are included in a shoulder. You get 3 of those. Then you get that new color fist, and then the really short translucent orange armor parts. I'm going to give this set a 10 out of 10 for people who want it for playability, because, you know, you have your gigantic arm feature, and anyone who wants to, you know, play with the set and not take it apart, that's a really big plus for them. So 10 out of 10 for people who want to play with the set. And finally, the set as a whole is going to get a 9.5 out of 10, because just as an overall looking for the set, just as a set for something for pieces, something for playability, and something to display on your shelf, it's going to get a 9.5, because it's not just taking that half a point off out of 10 is just because of the fact that it's portrayed differently on the bag than it is as a set, so people are going to buy it, want to put it on their shelves, and that's not really going to be the best thing to do. So, alright, thanks for watching this review. Subscribe if you liked it. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and this week's shoutout goes to Yak Yak. So, congratulations to him. If you want a shoutout, go watch one of my other videos, and goodbye.